It's really pissing me off that I'm just talking my ass off and didn't record anything. This is the Cracking from the Cracking podcast. Wow. Star Wars. Everybody's kind of fucking mad about this episode. I actually loved it. And I actually think this episode is what Star Wars is really about. Fucking kids, not killing, not getting any Jedi lately. You know, we had to wait a whole 3 hours before we got one lightsaber. This episode, the only thing I really didn't like was there wasn't much blaster fire, but it was a lot of good fighting. We got Black Chrysanthemum, Black Wookiee, I like to call him Brother Wookiee, trying to kill his ass like he was paid to do, and getting trapped in the Rancor pit. After he almost killed Boba Fett, I was like, yo, he's a bad motherfucker. But then Boba Fett, spoiler alert, is building an army. He's getting like ragtag, people, but he's still building an army. It wasn't heavy flashbacks, which I loved. It gave us a car chase, a speeder chase, which everyone's saying they hated it because it was kind of slow. Everybody's watching this shit thinking it's a movie. It is not a fucking movie. It's a TV show. Now, if we got a fucking movie, Boba Fett, the speeder chases will be a little bit more intense. But this is a fucking TV show and kids are watching this shit. So deal with it, Star Wars fucking fans. I'm a motherfucking Star Wars fan. And if I'm watching Star Wars right now, I'm just watching it for the mystique, not for anything. People my age that like Star Wars or love Star Wars as a kid, and they're just like, yo, I'm gonna just take a look at this shit. They're gonna be happy with it. Now these hardcore nerds, they not fucking happy. They should be upset with no blaster fire, no lasers, no laser swords, none of that shit. So we're moving on. His crew helps him defeat Black Brother Wookiee. The Hutts show up. They bring a surprise. A baby Rancor. I was all dope and I was like, yo, he got a fucking vicious animal. As Disney, the mouse is doing is softening up every property they have. That was kind of dope. Fuck you, mouse. They gave it personality. They gave it feelings. And it kind of made Luke Skywalker look like an asshole. Like he couldn't use the Force, his Force-sensitive self, to talk to the Rancor and say, hey, Rancor, don't fucking eat me. Help me get out this bitch. And I could kill Jabba. But no. In exchange for Black Chrysanthemum's life, he takes the Rancor. He sets him free. And then Robert Rodriguez, like he always likes to do, puts his boy Machete in there. Machete's telling him, hey, the Rancor is this, the Rancor is that. And Boba Fett does something kind of weird to me. He says he wants to ride a Rancor like the witches of Eastwick or whatever that Jedi witches do, which I thought was a pretty dope Easter egg. But it was kind of weird to me that he wants to fucking ride one of those things. I mean, I would rather see a little bit more of the Slave One shooting up shit, but we're stuck on this planet and he has to regulate. He has to get this underworld under control, which I don't understand why he even did that. I would just go jet setting around the fucking galaxy, blasting shit and taking money like the Mandalorian. Boba Fett wants to sit still. He wants to be the fucking leader of the underworld and he wants to make all the fucking money. So he has to deal with the bullshit. So and that's what the fuck he's dealing with. A lot of motherfucking bullshit. In that him dealing with bullshit, it seems like he's tired of killing. He's tired of death. And he's trying to figure out different ways to get agenda done without any major disintegrations. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, what do the fans expect? Boba Fett just blasting every motherfucking body and that's just it? We need some fucking story. Like, deal with it. He's not a motherfucking killer anymore. The Sand People has softened. He's almost gotten Force sensitive because of the Sand People. If you want to get really technical, he has a value of life now, and he understands this planet needs to be changed. Like the planet needs a new hope. Tatooine needs a new hope because Luke Skywalker was like, yo, I'm leaving and I ain't never coming back. He left Tatooine and said, fuck y'all. So somebody got to clean this fucking place up. Every 30 minutes, we're going to get him cleaning this shit up. Yeah, those fucking Vespa kids were kind of weird and mechanical and kind of like Disney. But I mean, what do you expect? It's a fucking TV show. And the speeder chase was really fucking slow and kind of weird. But it's a fucking TV show, not a fucking movie. Deal with it, nerds. Deal with it. I thought it was the better episode because it wasn't so motherfucking flashback heavy. I'm kind of keeping an eye on Boba Fett's right-hand woman because it looks like she's getting a little tired of telling him what he needs to do in this underworld, and he's not taking her fucking advice. And it looks like it's going to go to a point where she's going to be like, you know what? I can run this motherfucker without you. I don't need you. I'm going to kill you. And we'll see how that happens. She might not, but I'm getting that feeling from her. This is the Cracking from the Cracking podcast. And that was a review of Book of Boba Fett episode 3. You just come on back, casual Star Wars fans, and I'm going to give you a little bit of something of this, and I'm going to give you a little razzle dazzle. And we're going to talk about this shit, and we're just going to enjoy it. Fennec Shan. We need a fucking show. Master Assassin. I got this episode. I was quite entertained by it. We did get another flashback, which I'm getting really tired of flashbacks. It was action-packed flashback. Spoilers, highlights, it showed the enhancement doctors. If you know Star Wars, you know that Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader have enhancements, mechanical enhancements. And it showed who does these things, why they do these things, clearly to save your life, which Boba Fett saved Master Assassin's Fennec Shan's life with the enhancements. And we got a cameo from Thundercat. He had a couple of lines, it was kind of funny. I get it. OMG moments of the motherfucking episode was when Boba Fett got Slave 1 back. And they named it something else. I don't know why. I thought it's called Slave 1. I guess it's not PC. But when he took flight and blew the sand biker gang out of the motherfucking sands, just was shooting the shit out of him. That same look he had when he looked upon his ship for the first time in, they saying years, is the feeling I had when I seen him blast them those dirt bikes out of the motherfucker. It just blew them to shit. I got that nostalgia feeling. I was like, okay, Boba Fett is here. And he was announcing his name. I am Boba Fett. He made sure he let everyone know he's fucking back. And when they went to the Sarlacc pit to get his armor, because I guess he was fucking passed out when the little fucking dudes took all his armor or whatever. And the Sarlacc is quite dangerous because it almost pulled him in, and Master Assassin had to save the day once more. Every time I'm noticing that the Master Assassin is giving him a side eye every time he makes a decision that she doesn't agree with. Gentlemen, you know that look your ladies give you when they not on board with what the fuck you talking about. They give you that side look, you know, and she's giving him a lot of side looks from all of the episodes. When he had the meeting of the 4 bosses of Tatooine, and they all were like, yo, what's stopping us from fucking killing you and like fucking saying no to you, like we don't want to fuck with you. The Rancor scene was amazing. You know, it was timed perfectly. When they all looked, when the one crime boss said, well, what's stopping us from killing you, getting all the money and not having to worry about you, they all looked as if to say, that's a good point. The Rancor interjected and brought some fear, and that's what we needed in this episode, some motherfucking fear. Another OMG moment, Black Chrysanthemum, as I like to call him, Black Brother Wookiee. He was in the bar, getting drunk, being a fucking Wookiee, just being mad, and he just decided to just like fuck up these lizard people. I don't know why he felt that way, but he was just a fucking Wookiee. Why do Wookiees do what the fuck they do? And when Boba Fett told him, it looks like you need a job, the trio was complete. He has his generals, and now it's time for his army. Master Assassin told him, hey, you got coins, we got soldiers. That's all we fucking need. And I was quite pleased with this episode. I mean, it finally started revving up, and I finally get to see Boba Fett kill somebody, which he doesn't want to kill anymore. Or he wants to kill for the right reasons, not just overkill and just kill for nothing. And I'm digging that. Master Assassin feels like he's getting soft, but he explained to her that it made him stronger. and that you cannot survive without a tribe. He's speaking facts on that shit. You can't survive without a team. You can't get far without your team. You can't get far without your family or whomever your support system is. You can't get far without them. It taught him a lesson. It taught us all a motherfucking lesson. And that was my review and OMG moments. Book of Boba Fett, episode 4. This is the Cracking from the Cracking podcast, and I'm fucking out of here. May the force be with you.